Yes, we are all good. It is Mercury retrograde, and we are going to cozy game with some Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Um, and I can see the background's gonna come in through the game a little bit, but I can deal with that if you guys can. It means we have a bigger screen. Um, Last time, we were trying to get this buddy to give us a shirt that will help us stay warm in the cold way up there. And we didn't figure it out. You found a corgi emoji. Oh my gosh, that brings me so much joy. Thank you for that, Jenny. Um, we're actually thinking about making some custom corgi emojis to go along with Zelda and Jack, my corgis, so that you guys can get to know them or use their emojis anyway. Okay, so we were trying to make some food that will get this guy to give us a nice shirt that will keep us warm. The problem was we didn't have the stuff and we couldn't figure out the specific stuff we needed. So I looked it up. I also am noticing, hang on, I might mess around with our screen a little bit here because I see like the back thing there is coming through it and I don't know why. Because like it really doesn't need to. But I don't know why the video capture seems to be doing some green screen stuff. That might be on me. Hang on. It is. Boom. Fixed it. Try me. Okay. Yeah. Thank you to my Mercury trine Uranus. Okay. It really, really helps me all the time. Okay. So what we're going to have to do then is go into our teleport and we're going to have to go, whoa, we're going to have to go back to that spirit forest to get some more meat because we lost it. So we're going to, where's the, this guy? This guy's the one I want to go to. And hit A and travel. Cool. So first thing on the agenda. Hey, Angela Rose, good to see you. I am rocking Mercury retrograde. I was born in Mercury retrograde. Here's a fun fact for you. So a lot of people ask me if I was born during Mercury retrograde, does that mean anything for me during a transiting Mercury retrograde? The difference between a transit and a birth thing is that when you were born, the planets were doing stuff. And your birth chart captured that moment kind of like a picture. And so from that moment on, you get to keep your birth chart as like your own little signature, but the planets keep moving and time moves on, right? You age and all that stuff. And so with the change of time, we see the planets doing different things. And those things can either feel nice, not nice, or neutral with your natural way of being that we can read into in your natal chart. So if when you were born, Mercury was retrograde, you're going to have a Mercury retrograde in your chart too. And today, Mercury is retrograde, maybe in a different sign than it was when you were born, if you have that. Are you a Korok? Hang on a second. And yeah. So if you have Mercury retrograde when you were born, it doesn't necessarily mean anything for when you are in a Mercury retrograde. Oops, sorry, dude. When you're in a Mercury retrograde by transit. But what it may mean is your Mercury is pretty used to things having to be flexible. You are used to things not always going right the first time, etc. And with that, during Mercury retrograde, when things are a little bit rough for other people, you're like, I expected this, it's okay. So let me know if that's your experience. If you're like, I was born during Mercury retrograde, and I find retrogrades to be something that I'm a little bit more used to. It's an area that we definitely have room to study. I see you. Wait, I need you to calm down, buddy. Where are you going? I am not sneaky, but I did find a mushroom over here, and we're collecting as much of those as we can get. Give me, oh, no, A. There we go. All right, did he settle down? Well, is it you again? Buddy, what did you get? He's got the glider. I'm not interested. I'm interested. What do you mean your prey? It's my prey. I'm trying to make you something that I can then get a shirt with. I really just want to go shopping. That's the whole agenda here, I guess. Where did he go? Oh, that's funny. Okay. I don't know if squirrels count. I don't think they do. We got to find a deer or a boar or something. All right. Born during Mercury retrograde. AJ, you were nice. Oh, wait. Is that a boar? If that's a horse, I don't want to... That's a boar. Okay. Nope. I need my bow. No, I need my bow. There it is. Me and my 7 arrows here. But we did it. Oh, no, he runs. No, you're supposed to just go after one. No. Oh, man. Do you have a health bar or something I can look at? Where are you? Where'd you go? I can't run anymore. Oh, no. Oh, there he is. Okay. Up a little bit, maybe. Wish me luck. Oh, no, we just bugged him. Now he's going to run again. And the bow's damaged. I'm going to see if I can get those arrows back. What a waste. We're clocking where? Oh, Twitchy Steflin. Where are my arrows? I know I have arrows around here. Yay. Says retrograde in Sagittarius when you were born, which is what it's doing now. Travel and tech and communication is something you usually have to work a little harder for. See, that would go along with the theory. Yeah. Now, you'll hear me talk like that a lot. I truly believe astrology always warrants research. So you will hear me say, that goes along with the theory. And that's great. But there's always room. What am I taping? There's always room to learn more. So people are complex. The times change. Sometimes we have to adjust and see how things go. Like with Uranus, for instance. Uranus may be helpful, like Blue Nightshade, may be helpful in the situation with Mercury. I tend to think that my Mercury having that nice close trine with Uranus is the reason I don't have as much of a problem as I could have, they say, as they're trying to just climb a tree competently with Mercury. Oh, we're going to have to fight. Okay, well, you know what? I can take that. There's a chest here anyway. We need to do this. All right, you guys, I'm gonna, whoa, no, I want you to fight. There we go. My arm is badly damaged, but don't worry, it's not my actual arm. We're gonna take a breath. This is my favorite thing. I'm just gonna take a breath and give me something with more distance. Hey, yes, okay, great. Oh, you're still here, hi. No, don't hurt me. Okay. And you, oh, did I break my bow? No, I didn't break my bow. It's this way. Oop! Hit the baka blend just as I hit the, as Zelda barked, or Jack barked. Somebody barked. But we did that, and then we just have to deal with that guy. We're gonna take this. Oh, you're getting me more arrows. Keep shooting, buddy. I'll take it. See that? I can just stash arrows for a minute. All right. Okay, cool. Well, I thought I saw an arrow over here. I will hoard arrows. I apologize in advance to anybody who's watching and they're like, would you stop going after the arrows? No, I will not. Oh, if you can hit me, I can hit you. Maybe not. Well, there goes my bow. Hang on, it's okay. Someone back here dropped one. That's not the running. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. I'm gonna aim a little high. Man. There it is. Just keep doing that. And he fell over. That's what we like to see. And we got a chest! Booyah! Jenny says, I thought that was part of the game. Nope, it was just Jack barking. Yeah, nope, that's just, it's ambiance. It is ambiance. Jack is nearby. I am thinking about getting a soundproof curtain. I don't have a doorway between me and my animals. Fun fact, I am currently in what is my office, but was originally, when we got this house, the living room. And that made 0 sense to me when I was looking at everything. So we swapped the living room and what was some kind of funky sunroom thing. It had higher ceilings and I have a tall husband. So we swapped them and that is where they are right now. But it's just a hallway between us. So you'll hear the pups. Hello, Jack. It's totally good. It's fun to hear them. They do like saying hello. Sometimes they say hello really loud. So that's when I like to make sure, maybe if I have the option, I have a curtain. We're doing a great job trying to get some meat over here, you guys. But I will tell you, this body of water may be helpful because the other thing we need, and yeah, I did look it up, and that's like classic Legend of Zelda stuff to do as well. We can just take this meat. Can I cook with this? Or it's already cooked, so that's not fair, but I'll take it. What we need is bass, like fish. So I'm gonna look, I don't know if there are any in here, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to like find a river or something to collect some bass. And I still need the meat that's not cooked. I don't know why we can't just throw the other meat in there. Does it get too well done, I guess? I have no idea. I am actually primarily vegetarian, so it's not something I engage with much. Look at all of the corgi puppy pictures. Oh man, I can't wait to hopefully make some legit ones. Is Zelda feeling better? Jenny, thank you for asking. Yeah, so to people who watch the Monday Magic Mood Boost, you may have heard me say that it was just about Zelda's Gotcha Day. Zelda's Gotcha Day was yesterday. And she had a vet appointment. She did not have the infection we thought she had. It's something else. We haven't heard what it is yet. But also, oh my gosh, this wind. But she is doing better. She is more comfy. We have set her up for success on that one. No, don't tell your friends. Don't tell your friends. Don't tell your friends. You all can tell your friends. Tell your friends everything you want to about this. Ooh, why didn't I notice those before? Can I pick those up? I should eat something. Yeah, so she's going to be okay, is the moral of that story. Nope, I don't want to go that far over. I want that one. There we go. Yeah, she's going to be fine. I will always make sure of it. And there we go. And the good news is we just have to wait and see a little bit more about that. There's got to be more. Yeah, there you guys are. Okay, well, I hadn't intended to do something differently here, but this works. If anybody's got aggression, this is where this kind of thing comes in handy in the game. The hack and slash, this is what it is. And I will break your shield. There we go. He hit me. He hit me. And now you're going to try to shoot at me? I don't think so. I'm going to make sure I actually have something to follow up with here instead of just being all words. And there you go. Take a nap. Awesome. You put your... I could have used that arrow for my bow, and now it's just going to be stuck in my shield this whole time. But hey, shield work. Good thing to confirm, I guess. At least the shield works. I'm not worried about collecting too many shields. I barely use them, so I don't break them that often. 5 arrows sounds good to me. What else is in here? If I broke a weapon, I probably can pick one up. Grab that. Nope. Okay. And you look like a chest. What did we get? 5 arrows. Oh, fire arrows. Nice. Now we can burn stuff. That's fun. We can burn stuff with those too, but that would be unnecessary at this point. I think we're supposed to come back here when we have the glider. That's probably what all that wind is for. So let's go back here and see if maybe we've respawned a boar. Running against the wind. Turns out it tuckers you out. Who knew? Yeah. Yeah, Zelda's doing okay. And she is named after literally this game franchise because I adore it so much. So, we love her for it. I don't think I'm in the Spirit Woods anymore, y'all. Very realistic. Yeah. Yeah, running against the wind. It will tire you out. Honestly, running of any kind will tire me out. I'm just not that person. I used to be. I used to run for like half an hour or whatever, 3 miles. And then I'd feel really good. What do I love about the Zelda game? Okay, so here's the problem. I identify self-insert with Link. I have always really liked the way that they have portrayed Link in the games. So that's always been really fun. I feel like, you know, the character of Link is more aligned with who I'd like to imagine myself as in the world. So that's been helpful. And then, for all my neurodivergent friends out there, as I was reading a book, that's going to be helpful, I guess. As I was reading a book, this could be really bad or really good. We'll find out. I don't like bees in real life. I don't like them in a game either. They know I'm here. They know I'm here. Oh, no. This is where we run. Oh, mushrooms. Great. We can get these in a second if we don't get absolutely decimated by bees. Did they leave it alone? They did. Oh, no. No, I'm not ready to fight you. No. So that's going to be fun when we've got more stuff. I will come back for him. But yes, I love about the Zelda game everything. And I read this book called Unmasking Autism, which was really helpful for me. But in it, they talk about how people with autism very often identify with the Zelda franchise, and I felt called out and also quite seen. So that was something for me as well. Yeah. Fun fact, one of the things that, the year that Dan and I started dating, I actually made myself a Link outfit for Halloween, and my friend went as Zelda, and I protected her the entire night. I do have a Master Sword and Shield. They are around here. Sometimes I use them for magic stuff. Because why wouldn't you, right? Story stuff is always really useful in magic. So, I thought I hear one. There's a bird, but there's also, I heard, like, no, that's just bokoblins again. Well, we're accomplishing multiple things at one time here. It's fine. We'll find one when we find one. Hello, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah. It was a great costume. And in fact, the funny part was, a friend of another friend's saw a picture of me in it and asked me out. And I was just texting Dan as friends at the time, and I was just like, I kind of would rather just keep talking to you than talk to this person, but I have to go to this chat date thing. And that's when I realized I was in trouble, and I really liked Dan. So that was important. Oh my god, we broke another one. Okay. Yeah, so you feel that. Yeah. Yeah, it was a good sign though, you know, it showed how comfortable I was, which is important. We're back at the Temple of Time, aren't we? Oh no, it's over there. Okay, it's a little different. Which means, anybody down there? No, okay. But that's, how did I get here? Oh, okay. Let me go back into the trees because we need meat. We need meat. That's what this world runs on apparently, so. See another fire over here. Love the sound of the sandals on the stone. Yeah, right? The sound effects in this are great too. Here's the dude again. I will talk to you when I've actually found something I can use. Oh, those are mine. Don't mind me. That's a better traveler's bow than I have those, so we're going to, we'll get rid of this guy. Drop that. Pick up you, because you're better. That's not what I was picking up. There we go. Nice. Alright, and what are you? That's just a torch, it's fine. That guy is everywhere. I mean, his lore is on point with that, but... Jordan, hey! Are you able to see the Aurora Borealis where we are? Yeah, we were able to see the Aurora last night, and... Oh, there it is. Hang on. Oh, you know what? Should I just sneak up on it instead? How do I remember how to squat here? There we go. Okay. Here we go. Nope. Oh, you coming at me? I can face you head on. Okay. Sorry. I shouldn't be that proud of myself, but the timing was good. We got that. Now we just need a fish. And I think herb. I've got it pulled up here somewhere. So that's nice. Now we need to find water. Let's look at our map. But yes, hi Jordan. Yes, I was able to see it. It's very red down here. And here's a fun fact that might be helpful. If you are looking to get a good image of the aurora, which is happening right now because of the solar flares, you might want to actually use your camera. This is one of those rare instances where the camera will take a better picture, believe it or not, than your eyes will. My Brachari group, it's not a coven. They don't like the word coven, and I understand that and I respect it. But it is a group of magical practitioners, so whatever you want to call that. What do you call a group of magical practitioners that's not a coven? Like a murder of crows and, I don't know, something of cunning folk. But anyway, they were talking about it there too, of, you know, who is where and can you see it. But apparently there were people in Florida last night saying, what is the redness in the sky? What's going on? So yeah, it's around. You have nothing to go back to. There we go. Ooh, new thing. I would like to, I know I can't take it, but cool, cool. We just want to make sure we catalog everything. That's the idea here. Okay. I don't suppose there are any fish in this, are there? So the mission right now is finding fish. For anybody who's just joining us, we are trying to look for fish because if we find fish, we can cook something that will keep us warm when we have to go to the cold place, which will be more helpful than just, you know, having food stuff the entire time. I'd prefer to have fish, but I don't really know where we get fish on the plateau that has no oceans and large lakes, you know? So I did not do this in my first playthrough. I just sort of winged it and panicked a lot. So it's it's easier to try to get the shirt. But if at any point you're like, hey, trying to get the shirt is a bust, let's just go for it, I will do that as well. I'm having fun just being here. So I'm happy to engage in whatever you guys want to see. Make sure it's fun for everybody. Ah, no, don't hurt me. There we go. Oh, not again. Let me see. This should be fun. Smack some sense into you. No, sir. No. Move that goalpost. There we go. That's done. Honestly, the monsters in this game are not nearly as frightening as some other Legend of Zelda games have been. So I'm very okay with that. Alright, yes, I was... Oh, Twitchy Stephlin saw it. Saw them. Are you up further north? You noticed the green. When you pulled out your phone, you took a pic and it was gorgeous. Ah, that's awesome. Yeah, you take a picture here, it's just like a swath of red. So it's not as impressive as more northerly location. Wow, that was really fragile. Back at it again. You're going to be necessary, so we're going to grab a bunch of these because we need those for that recipe. Okay, we're back here again, but we're here with a purpose this time. You're in Ottawa, Canada. Right, but that was last year. Have you seen them this time yet, Steph? That sounds... you need to drive 2 hours to see it, Jordan? Oh, that's a bummer. I've seen them a couple times, but I've never lived like south or north enough or been north enough to see them really, really cool. So it's always just been like red. Wow, these are really fragile. I'm gonna use this instead. I think I'm done with these arms. They break really easily. It's not the vibe. Not the vibe. Can I get you? Yeah. That's a chest. Glad we came over here. Hi. What do you have? We got more pants. Okay, this is good. This is good. They don't help with the heat or anything, but they are the official outfit, and I like that. Cool. Look at that. Those boots, man. If you ever see me in leggings and boots, this is why. I am literally trying to be Link. If you've ever seen me with I call it an adventure pouch, but it's my little hip bag that I wear on our trips and everything. Same thing. It's my adventure pouch. That's what I'm going for. You guys gonna mess with me too? No, you're not. Nope. I grew up on a baseball field. I did not play baseball, as you can tell. Really? Okay, let me grab that. Ah, jerk. Rude. I did not play baseball. I actually was at the concession stand because my grandfather ran the baseball fields in our city. So that was where a lot of my childhood happened, and I did not, by any sort of extension or osmosis, learn anything about sports ever. It's just not something I was able to really pick up on. I'm so bad, you guys. I'm so bad at sports. Can I get something that's going to give me more? I don't want to use all my herbs. What about cooked food? Hang on. Cooked food's going to do better here. And I've got 3 of these guys. That should help. Okay. Take that. Cool, cool, cool. And then, wrong way. Will do. Alright, we're back up. Let's see. Because at this point, we can't climb up stuff well. We don't have a glider. So we're going to have to get to that by just walking up. And I think that's that yellow gold thing in the distance, everybody. That is where one of the places we're headed to. I think I'm going to veer that way. If I find a fish along the way, we'll teleport back to the old man. Because there is a river up there. And that might be the whole point. I might have gotten distracted. Jordan, do you have any thoughts of the increased sightings of Aurora Borealis and the ancients seeing stuff in the sky as omens? Oh, 100%. Jordan, no, that's a great question. The aurora is going to be very specific to certain cultures that could see it. But as far as omens go, I know in ancient astrology, Ptolemy had a lot to say about that. And Ptolemy was one of the surviving texts that was used by the Persian astrologers, Abu Mashar, Masha'Allah, and people like that, who did a lot of work in preserving and progressing astrological understanding in the sort of more medieval Persian Islamicate era. Ali Alomi does a lot of work investigating that. If you're looking for someone who specializes it way more than I do, and has cultural support as well, which is really helpful for him. Am I actively losing health yet? Nice, that's done. You shouldn't even be here, the sun's coming up. Go to bed. Eventually we're gonna need this too. Always take wood. You know what you can do with wood? Make fire. As you see, look at poor Link. He's getting so cold. He's about to die. So I'm gonna eat a couple peppers. I should have cooked some, but I'm gonna need that too. Oh no, don't kill me. I didn't mean it. How many peppers do I have? I have 10. I wonder how much. I don't think it's gonna help me if I only have the one. All right. But we have something that should help with cold because I accidentally made stuff already. Cold resistance. Voila. 6 minutes and 6 minutes. Okay, so we're not missing out on anything here. All right, and now we are so overwhelmed with hot peppers. I'm gonna need this, so I need to get rid of a weapon now. We're so overwhelmed by hot peppers that we can't even handle ourselves, and we are now just too warm, which is great. For 6 minutes, we don't need to worry about the cold. And hopefully 6 minutes, put that down, dang it. Drop that. Jump up. No, I don't want to move that. I want to jump. I want that. There we go. Why do I want that? I will show you in a minute. Can I search you? Can you give me stuff? Yes, great. Persian Empire, thank you. Yeah. Alomi talks about the eclipses. In Ben Dyke's Astrology of the World, I believe it's part 2. It says eclipses on the cover, if you need to double check my sources here. But in Astrology of the World by Ben Dykes, I do think it's part 2. He talks about not only Ptolemy, but also the other Persian astrologers and their perspective on comets. And we've had several comets lately as well. So yeah, there have been, let me just say it, an unprecedented amount of omens in the sky to go along with the astrology. Now it's interesting, this is a really good point, I'm glad you brought it up, Jordan. One of the things we run into is, can astrology tell me anything about solar flares? Or can astrology tell me anything about such and such? And unfortunately, solar flares, not really, right? But we do have omens. And so they did kind of incorporate that into astrology. Now, comets and eclipses are much more above the atmosphere, whereas solar flares initiate with the sun, right? But we notice them in the aurora. And mostly in our technology and communications, which wasn't a factor for people back in more ancient times either. I'm going to try to swim in this, and I'm not going to like it. But it is what it is, and we only have 6 minutes to figure this out. So, wish me luck, y'all. Here we go. Oh, don't get stuck, friend. No, that was immediate almost death. Oh, wait. Down we go. Okay. Went right down. Okay. So now we know that food will not save you from hypothermia in the water. We're going to have to get more creative about that. He just went. Who is Masha'Allah? Masha'Allah is an excellent Persian astrologer. So there was an era, if I can remember this in a good order, let me give you sort of the, oh cool, we get to keep our cold resistance. The history of astrology goes back to ancient Babylon. I need to get to that boat, and I don't know what to do about it. Goes back to ancient Babylon, and in ancient Babylon, they initiated a lot of what we now understand about astrology. They looked at fixed stars, they looked at the constellations. They had different names for them because they had different names for the gods, but they did have astrology, and they did start sort of the math that went into the astrology that we know today. And probably sooner than that, we just have the fragments of writing in cuneiform that show us that they were doing what we think they were doing. So what we get after that, aha, I know where I'm going. What we get after that is the Hellenistic era. The Hellenistic era is the Greco-Roman Empire, and in that time, wow, maybe you can, there we go. In that time, we get a lot of progress in thinking. The Egyptians add their piece to the astrology. And in that time, you also get, in the Greco-Roman era, Ptolemy actually was a pharaoh for a bit, but he was of the Greek persuasion. So go away. I don't want, oh, this is a bad move here. I really wish I had more stuff. Okay, so you have the Greco-Roman stuff. Now, Library of Alexandria, which Ptolemy did a lot of work with. My favorite fun fact about Ptolemy is that when people came into Alexandria, he would say, give us your books, we'll copy them overnight for the library, and then we'll give them back to you in the morning. And in the morning, he would give them the copies. And that's really funny to me. I think it's clever, but probably, morally wrong, but still funny. And so I'm not messing with those guys anymore. They hurt. So we have the Greco-Roman stuff, but we lose a lot. And if you've ever been to Disney World and you rode Spaceship Earth, where they get to the scene that covers the burning of the Library of Alexandria, in the very next scene, you'll see they say that fortunately, there were some people in Persia that preserved the knowledge. I can use you. And so the preservation of that knowledge was by the Islamicate people. And it is very understated in the whole, what they say in Epcot, right? They should give them a little bit more credit, if I'm honest. They did a lot of work in preserving and then furthering what we understand about astrology. So not only do we have these things because they were maintained in those copies, so yay, and then also, oh, no, I don't want to die, we're gonna die, it's okay. And also, we get to see them take what survived for them, which was, Ptolemy was one, I think it was Dorotheus was another, and in that, they took it and studied it the same way we do now. In the 90s, we rediscovered a lot of Hellenistic texts. And so now we're saying, ooh, didn't know this, gonna study it and see what it means for me today and see if I can expand upon it. You did not take me all the way back here. You did. Fantastic. We'll just run that again. That's okay, it gives me 4 more minutes and less time to mess around. So, the Islamicate era was more of the medieval period. And in that, we see them, oh, no worries, Jenny, I appreciate you being here. Yeah, so we got to the Hellenistic text, then we moved to the Islamicate era. In the Islamicate era, those things then get translated into more of the European medieval era. And you get people like Ficino in the Renaissance, who are also doing astrology and things. And Ficino was a doctor / priest / astrological magician. And one of the fun facts I learned when I was taking a workshop with Austin Coppock is that his whole thing was trying to mitigate what he thought he was a very Venusian person. And then he saw his chart and noticed a ton of Saturn, and that kind of bugged him. So he was trying to mitigate his Saturn and help his mom stay alive longer by getting into astrological magic for longevity. So finally logged in. Sorry for creeping. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Loving the lessons and fun facts. I'm so glad. Beulah Minerva. That's a really cool name, by the way. But yeah, so that's kind of like the history. Then you get into the 1700s-ish, 1600s-ish, and William Lilly kind of carries it on from there. Buddy, why are you climbing? Why are you running into a wall? Okay, let's go over this way. There we go. I would like this. Nice. Okay. And then from there, of course, we're already into the 1700s. We've made some really decent progress. And yes, cool. Remember how to jump. Okay. And jump. Yes, good job. And jump. And why do I feel like this is going to break on me or something? It's not. We're good. We're good. Run. Yeah, so that gets brought over to the United States eventually, right? And in the United States, we then see another loss of source material because of Protestant Reformation, that kind of stuff. You know, astrology, bad, church, good. And there's ups and downs to all of that, right? It's a whole spectrum of experience, what else. But we also see that certain things took a lot of math. Thanks to primarily the Persian astrologers, if I'm honest, we got really good math. And so you get things like primary directions, which were used in ancient times, but were a very amazing timing technique. And certain people who were in these little groups of mystery wisdom school people didn't like how hard that was, but they still wanted credit. Does this sound familiar to anything we're familiar with today? Let me just check in the direction I'm going. Amazing. I'm going the exact opposite way. So they didn't like having to do all that, particularly a dude. Whoa, no thank you. Whoa. Particularly, oh, hi guys. A dude named Alan Leo. And yes, he changed his name to be Leo, but he was a Leo as a sun sign. So now let's get into this. So your sun sign is something you're probably really familiar with. But in ancient astrology, we're dying again. In ancient astrology, if someone asked you what your sign was, that was really clever that he lit that on fire. I'm going to have to keep a note of that. If someone asked you what your sign was in ancient astrology, they were asking you your rising sign. And so in your rising sign, it's the one that's at 9 o'clock on your chart. It's going to be associated with the number 1 on the inner circle of your chart. That is the sign, hang on. That is the sign that was rising on the eastern horizon when you were born. And it's important because it helps us lay out the rest of your chart. And so get out of here, stop doing that. Hang on. Both of you, you don't get to light that up. No, that's how it goes when I get a second chance. Thank you very much. So they were talking about your rising sign. We lost some of that information, and to make it easier on themselves, people started going for the sun sign and sun sign astrology, which is quite a disconnect from what we expect and are used to in ancient astrology. So when we discover ancient astrology and realize rising signs are a thing, thank you, I did get them, and we made it through on just some peppers, which is great. Who needs your stinking shirt, dude? That is why we have that disconnect right now. And then we did a lot of work trying to figure out, okay, sun sign astrology, how do we read a chart for this? And it got really popular in the 70s when people started really trying to focus on it and make it work out. And they did a great job. And then in the 90s, we rediscovered older stuff. And now we're saying, okay, let's look at this too, because this is what people did way back a long time ago. We've got a lot of research to benefit from here, many shoulders to stand on. And that's where I really love to try to hang out. So there's your history of astrology in probably 10 minutes and 3 deaths. Yeah, so great question. I hope it was a good one. A good response. Cool. You're also Nicole. I will remember that. On Patreon, yay! Too many accounts in too many places. Tell me about it. Yeah. I'm really proud of us making it this far right now. I know I came into this thinking I was going to get a shirt, and now I'm actually going to activate another part of the Sheikah slate, and we made it through that whole part I despise really easily because of you guys, and I appreciate it. 10 minutes and 3 deaths. Yes. This is like this week's motto. Yeah. I have only had 1 death so far. I mean, there's another one later, I guess, but so far only 1. I had a psychic once tell me I had 2, and I was like, I don't know if I was there for that second one. Yeah, only ego deaths. Stick to that. Change runes. Okay, I can do that. So you're saying if I do this, oh yeah. And now I can freeze other people and things. So, and the water here won't freeze me, so I can be a little bit more have a little bit more fun with it. Yay. Awesome. Climb up that. Oh, no, climb with the other button. Link, this is all my fault, but I'm going to get mad at you anyway. We need to use the top button to jump. There we go. Yes. Love being praised with some great music. Okay, so watch this, you guys. Watch this. We're going to put it under there. And it's going to lift the gate. Yes. Love to see it. Clever stuff. All right, you're going to be a pain. All right, the shield's damaged. I can handle that. Nope. I mean, I could do that. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Don't let him do it. Don't let him do it. Oh, that's going to hurt too. Hang on. Okay. Yes, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. I'll take some of that. I was really hoping he would drop. Sometimes they drop weapons, and the weapons that they drop are actually useful against them. Go figure. We're gonna teeter-totter this. Can I only do one at a time, or can I do two at this point? I can't remember. You know what? That works. That works. I will just walk up it like a bridge. Yeah. Look at this. Praise again. Love it. Oh, that's a treasure chest. So we're gonna need to explore that. Can I just use that? I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this the way I want to, but I can climb these guys. That's right. I can climb this. Oh, it's okay. Do it. It's okay, buddy. You got this. Ice is cold. I don't like touching it either. Okay. And jump over there. Yeah, look, I told you guys there are chests in these places. We're getting to it. I don't know where they were in the last one. I don't know. My inventory is full. What was this thing? Hang on, I gotta check it again. I wasn't paying attention. I was distracted. A spear. 5. Okay, let me see what I've got. I might be able to just let this go. I want to go back to the weapons. We'll get one of the clubs gone. That's fine. It's nice to have some variety. There we go. Yes. Awesome. Yeah. Honestly, I want to thank you guys because I didn't realize that I had retained the timeline of astrology's history, and I'm pretty proud of myself. If you want to see the timeline of astrology's history written out really easily to understand, Demetra George did a great job of it in her book, Ancient Astrology in Theory and Practice. Volume 1 is all you need for that one. It's like one of the first, I think it's the first chapter. It's sort of like, where did astrology come from? And we love that, right? My favorite thing about Demetra's approach is like, let's learn why astrology as well as how astrology. It's brilliant. You get enlightened like this monk guy. So my resourcefulness. Yes, I am resourceful. Thank you. I've had to be. My Mercury's retrograde natally. See how we tied that back around? Oh, that's great. Cool. Yes. Thank you, AJ. Perfect. Yeah. Ego deaths are a thing. Speaking of that, that's a huge deal. Yay, spirit orbs. Cool, cool, cool. Let me just... There we go. All right, so I don't know how many orbs that is, but we might be close to being able to do something with that. I can skip you. Cool. May the goddess smile upon you too, sir. I appreciate it. That was funny enough. I had a monk say something similar to me once. I love that I get to say that. So we were in Thailand a month ago, a little bit over a month ago, and we got Sakyant tattoos. And the Sakyant tattoo is given to you by a monk. Oh, well, no, we're just going to teleport, so you don't have to worry about this. And so the Sakyant tattoo is given to you by a monk. And when he started trying to discern, because the cool thing is they discern for you what you need in a tattoo, and they like add to what you want. So I had given them like, this is what I want. But he looked at me, he gave me the side eye. He actually gave me the side eye and was like, put out your hands. And so I had to put my hands out like this, and he brought out a little sort of wand thing because he couldn't physically touch us. So he had this little stick with like a silver tip onto it, and that's how he would connect with people's energy. And it was really neat to experience. And so, okay, we're going over here next. Where's my closest teleport? I don't have to worry about the cold anymore because I already did that. Oh yeah, we'll go here. So yeah, he reads my energy by tapping the thing on my both my palms, and through our translator, he says, "You are not normal," which story of my life. He says, "You are not normal, and you are connected to." He called them the ladies, but he meant the goddess energy, and it was just so cool. Like you have a connection to the ladies, and I was like, "Why, yes, actually, if you know my lore, I have a pretty nice connection to one of the ladies." We're close. Ironically, I'm non-binary, but you know, we're still really close and I respect it. So yeah, that's where that monk talking about goddesses comes into my personal life. So I guess I really am manifesting a Legend of Zelda lifestyle. Let's put it that way. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he was really kind. He decided that I had a lot of wisdom and more wisdom than, he was called an Ajarn. That's the type of monk he is. And he was like, you have more wisdom than an Ajarn. I have to give you an actual like master's yant, a master guru like Sakyant. And that's what I have now. And I will tell you, I've noticed a difference. It's been really great. Yeah, I appreciate it. This is another reason why I always ask people if they want their readings recorded too, because I was able to record it. He allowed me to record it. And so he said all these things, and I have it recorded, and I go back and watch it when I need to remember that I need to get out of my own way sometimes. So yeah, if you ever have a consultation with anybody, you can ask if it can be recorded. And we've been here before. This is where we were. I need to orient myself again. Where am I going? I'm going down this way, yeah? Yeah. But how am I going to get up there? Just go the other way? I can go around this way, maybe. We'll figure it out. It's what we do. I mean, it's kind of cold, but I don't want to be cold again. The thing is, I just need a fish. Like, if I had a fish, none of this would matter. But it's okay, because we do have another food. So we'll just use that for now, because we did really well with it last time. Cool. If you ever do a trip that includes foraging, count me in. Yes, that's been coming up a lot lately. Foraging, I've seen a lot about it. So I'm probably going to have to get into understanding it on a deeper level, which means every trip we go on that has a hike will become a trip about foraging. Because you know, if I know something and I can teach it and someone shows me that they're interested in it, I'm sharing it. So yeah, the more I know, the more you'll get. Yes. So all that is to say, yes, we will have trips about foraging because I'm going to learn more about it as well. Yeah, of course. It brings me joy to do that kind of stuff. I just really like helping people feel smart because I like feeling smart, and helping other people feel smart holds me accountable to also do things that make me feel smart. So it's a win-win situation is what I'm saying. I should not be trying to do that right now. We just have to take it very slowly. Fascinating. Was he referencing past lives when he mentioned the Master Sakyant? No. Funny enough, I don't have past lives. That's another deeper part of my lore as well. My soul is old, but I do not have past tangible lives. We did it on one wheel. I'm so proud of us. Yes. So he did not reference he referenced other people's past lives who were with me. He did not reference mine, which is on point for research that I know about myself as well. Yeah, foraging is really cool. Basically, the concept of foraging is going out and finding things that you can actually use in nature. So when I say you can actually use, I mean like, what can I eat? What's good for me to eat? Someone who is in my student study actually shared a little bit with us recently that she goes foraging all the time. They go out on hikes, they pick up everything they find, they come back, and there's a certain document that I can't remember what it's got an I and an E in the middle of the word. Photographic memories are only so useful, you guys. But they basically look it up after and say, what is this thing that I found? Can I eat it? What's it good for? And that's a really great practice, right? Just doing it and like, let me go hike. Let me find everything I find. It's all exciting. And then let me see what I can use. So I think that's a really great way to start if you're looking for a way to get into it. Eat or medicine. Eat and medicine, perhaps. Honestly, one of my favorite things is thinking about food as an offering to my physical body and health. And so when I'm cooking, this is one of my like easiest access into folk magic is what am I cooking? What am I putting in my cooking? What does that do for me? Do I like that? And also, does it taste good? Because I am a Taurus sun. I do need this stuff to be enjoyable to eat. Eating is how I decompress too, so I gotta be careful about it. Speaking of, tomorrow I'm gonna be doing a summit about like astrology and folk magic in your daily life. I'll be talking about things like this. The link is on my Patreon on the post of like where we get to meet this week. And that it would be fun to see you guys there in the chat too, because I don't really know what I'm getting into with this one, so we'll see. There are identifying apps for mushrooms and plants. Yep, even if you use Google Lens, that's been really helpful for me. It helps me take care of plants that I'm not doing a good job taking care of. So, can you tell more about how you learned you didn't have past lives? Totally okay if you can't on stream. Yeah. How did I learn that? It goes back a ways. First of all, I did a past life regression, and it didn't go into an actual physical lifetime. So that was my first hint. But then I was validated in multiple readings and my own personal intuitions. Did they just give me stasis? They must have. Yeah, they did. Okay. And in that, it lined up with the story, plus the story lined up with some mythological lore I had investigated. Oh man, use the A button, dude. And so, oh, I have to do this one. There we go. And so in that lore, I knew there was no past life. So it's part knowing and then seeking validation for about 5 years. That helped me understand. Okay, what's going to be the situation here? Can I climb around you? I can't get around you, so I'm going to have to wait until you're here. Okay, we're going to try it. Yeah, we'll see if I can access for after. Thank you for adding motivation to forward my wishful thinking job. Catching live streams and fun stuff on my own schedule. Definitely on my wish list. I appreciate you being here. Okay, but run! Yeah, I appreciate everybody being here, honestly. This is so fun for me, and I'm glad it's valuable for you. So I consider that a really nice win-win. I bet you I have to... Is there a chest up there? Let's find out. I think I see a chest up there. Yes, I do. Okay, so we're just gonna... do you not have past lives here or anywhere? I had an existence. It's funny, at Sacred Spaces the one time. Sacred Spaces, someone came up to me shortly after I had gotten this first hint, and they kept staring at me, and they went over to Emily, and they said something about how they could see like an entire collective conscious around me, and Em was like, yeah, that checks. So yes, I do have an existence that predates this existence. It's a whole, I actually have all of my lore now. Like I was able to channel it in recently. This year I actually got the final pieces of it that put together a full comprehensive story. And so that's been really fun. Yes, I'll take a hammer. Fantastic. Can I have you? No. Yeah, so I do know like the whys and the hows of things now, which I appreciate so much. My guides know like I need to have all that context, otherwise I will obsess over it. So it's better to just give it to me. If you don't want me to obsess, let me know and I won't obsess. Oh, this is going to be one of those things where you're going to... Okay. That should be good. Watch this. Ready? Phew. Great. Out of my way. And double checking everything around here. And you guys, this is the last one. After we do this, after I find out how to actually go up steps like a normal person, we're going to get the glider. We're going to be able to fly. We're going to die a lot less because I'll have an escape route. Thank you, Jenny. It's so great to see you. Yeah. So yes, to answer your question, Steph, I do not have past lives here. I do have guides who are energetically with me who had past lives here. That's fun stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. We did that. I'm proud of us. We also should be able to get another heart now because we have 3 of those orbs. So I think before I go talk, I think he actually finds us. He's gonna like swoop in as soon as we get out of here. But I can go get us more hearts, so we won't die as quickly. That's gonna be good too. I'll take it. Oh man, I missed this game. There's so much to do in it. And soon, because my wonderful mother-in-law is Capricorn, and as type A as I am, so I know I'm getting a Switch 2 for Christmas, and I know that she's also going to get me the expansions for these games, so I'll be able to switch it over to a better quality system on a better quality computer that I've invested in for us. So it'll all be good. And there are more games coming out that I'm so willing to play with you guys, so let me know. Steph says, okay, cool. I once heard that when you're drawn to a certain time period or era, that it might be a sign of a past life, but I find so many places and times interesting. That actually is a thing. I've seen that for other people. Fun fact about me, I mentioned I have, again, and this is all very woo-woo, right? So take it with a grain of salt. I like to be as practical as possible, and do know I researched this for decades. That's a chest that I'm taking it. And so, is it metal? I think it's just steel. I researched this for years before believing it. I outsourced all sorts of stuff to get it to sink into my head. But I did not come here intentionally. If the lore that I've been given is accurate, which I have a feeling it is. Did I not get to take that thing? What is it? A traveler's bow. Okay. Yeah, so I fell in. So but when I asked why now, for having come into, this place at this time, the answer was this is when the astrology could fit you. So that was really cool. Like, again, my astrology is the window of opportunity that I could actually come in on. And I thought that was a really cool response when I learned about it. All right, so now we get to go talk to the guy. I still don't have a fish to make that shirt with. And if I could just jump down there, we'd be at his place. But no, it's kind of a bummer. So, no, they'll just teleport me back. I was gonna just jump off, but that's not gonna happen. So, yeah, we will teleport down to a more level location. Do I get to go to that one too? I could probably go to that one too. How do I get to that one? My gosh, give me closer teleports, you guys. Tower it is. Okay. Travel. We're gonna have to do our scaling down the tower thing, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Cool. We'll do one more of the temple things here, the shrines, and then we will go talk to the guy and get our glider. Yeah. Oh, no, he's here. Great. So we'll probably get the glider now, and then we can glide over to that other shrine. I bet you that's the story. One more. Oh, no. Bye, then. You're everywhere. Give me a glider. Oh, fine. One more. I can do that. You blocked my way down. Not this one, though. Okay. Phew. How rude. Okay. And then off that edge. Nice. And off that edge. Nice. His knees, man. See, okay, if Link, based on this, had an astrology chart, not dead though, he would have likely a pretty strong Capricorn, not afflicted Capricorn, maybe not a lot of planets in Capricorn, because his knees are not busted even after that kind of fall. My bad, buddy. Oh, that's all on me. Here, have a steak. Have a steak. You earned it. And an apple. Let's get that back up there. Okay. Now, I have to go to this last shrine. My knees could never. I don't think anybody's knees really should. But yes, definitely not some, the only heroes of Hyrule can do this, clearly. I'll admit it. Yeah. But like my dad, his knees are really bad, and his Saturn is in a certain position that shows affliction. There's a lot going on in his Capricorn, but every time someone talks to me about like, oh, my knees, even people who are like young, right? They're like, my knees are so bad. I'm like, what's going on in Capricorn? Because Capricorn rules the knees. So fun fact for you. I'm just going to ignore you guys. Sometimes the negativity is just not worth it. You can't get me. Running up the hill though to get some momentum. Yeah. Look at this. We're almost there. Yeah. So I always am like, Capricorn rules the knees. What's going on in Capricorn? You okay there? And more often than not, we find something in Capricorn. And that's always really interesting to me. Yeah. Uh-oh. No. No, I'm not prepared for this. Oh, crap. Okay. Well, I mean, this is... Ah! Why are you climbing the wall? Get down! No! Ah! Okay. Oh, God. Now all of them could. It's just a matter of do they? Are you? Oh, no. I hear you. I am going to pass through this trial like you wouldn't even exist. Oh, no. Yeah, you can't reach me now. I'm sorry. Did you think you could affect me? Oh, no. Okay, so that one's going to come alive. We can tell because he had a little arrow over his head. So now we're going to remember this. The music sounds like Charlie Brown piano. That makes it a lot less scary, I'll be honest. Oh, that's right. I have bombs. Thank you guys for reminding me. No, I don't have bombs. I only have magnets. Well, bombs are going to be in this next one, and I think... Oh, we're just going to have to climb the wall. That's fine. Hiya. Nice. All right. Oh, go bang your head. I'm going to be in a cutscene. You can't get me. I got this. I did this. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. Whew, now we're going to get bombs. Bombs are great in this game. They're actually, I like the way this game handles them. And we'll be able to go back to that one place that I said was bombable last week. I haven't forgotten. And that's got to be a treasure chest or probably a Korok. So we'll find it. Yay! And then we'll also get the glider. And we'll be mostly functioning human beings in this game. I accidentally dragged a group of trolls to destroy a village guard post while trying to avoid 2 bears in another game. I am not proud of that day. What game was that? That's amazing. I love it. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, cool. Give me the bomb trial. Yes, cool. Dragged 2 groups of trolls to destroy a village guard post while trying to avoid 2 bears. I thought it was going to be Elder Scrolls or Skyrim. Yeah. I'm going to say that has that written all over it. I love it. Cool. Yeah, what games do you guys like playing? Because I'm all about, like, if you want to see me play a game that you like so that you can play it at the same time and we got some camaraderie going, that's cool. I'm thinking about getting back into Animal Crossing soon, too, because they're bringing some Zelda stuff into that. Yeah. Steph, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I'm glad it's been fun. We'll be here next week, too. Okay. Nope, that's just dropping it. We gotta throw this thing. Like, that's jumping. I have to figure out how to throw something. That's not it. Or you know what? I'll just kick it. Why do I not remember how to throw? Do I have to just be moving and hit A? Hiya! Nope. Oh my gosh. Or do we not throw in this game? Maybe we don't throw and I'll just stick it there. Okay. Nice. Yes to Animal Crossing. Yeah. I'm gonna probably start an entire new island. My last island was named Koholint. Koholint is an island in the Legend of Zelda game. Surprising nobody. Yeah. Ooh, no, my inventory is not too full for that. we're getting to the point where we like don't need BOCO clubs and stuff anymore. We're getting so advanced. I'm so proud of us. Okay. AJ, favorites are Baldur's Gate 3, Mass Effect, and Halo. Yes. I played a little bit of Baldur's Gate. I haven't gone very deep into it. I was playing it with my brother and my husband, and I didn't understand the controls right away. So as soon as we got out of the first thing in Baldur's Gate, I accidentally KO'd Dan. So all I heard was my brother go, "Chris, you just killed Dan," and he was like, "Wait, what?" So those were good times. He forgave me. Oh no, I missed the shuttle. Yeah. Hiya. There we go. Nice. And this is going to be drop that there and take some damage. I know, but it just seemed like the most straightforward thing to do. We're going to get our hearts back at the end of this anyway, right? So as long as there's no thing around here trying to kill me, I'll be fine. I'm not so risk averse on this playthrough. Never played Mass Effect, but watch it like a movie every time. Yeah, Dan really likes Mass Effect. He tried to get me into it, and I failed. The reason I say I failed is because I fell asleep. Not to say it's not a great game. It is a great game. It looks really good. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do that over here, is what I'm saying. Yeah, so it's a great game. But I fell asleep because I was tired. I don't remember exactly why. There we go. So, I've never actually gotten very far in a Mass Effect playthrough, but it does seem like a really fun game, and I appreciate it. Okay. That's where we want to throw the bomb. Okay. It's very military. Yeah. Okay, so AJ, I know you have experience with that. By the way, thank you. I know yesterday was Veterans Day. So thank you to everybody who's watching this who served, and also AJ, our mod. What did you think about Halo in that aspect? Nice. I keep dying terribly, can't get controls. So just stick around for the story. Honestly, story-based games are my favorite thing. That's another thing I've always really loved about Zelda, right? Like, they always have a story going on. And that's important to me. Boom. And now we'll get all of our hearts back, and we'll get the glider, and we can bomb the, well, at least the Guardians that are not able to move. Which eventually they're going to be able to move, and that's going to be even more terrifying. But hopefully we'll get a horse. AJ was into Halo before. I was into Halo before I joined. I read the books and still remember the first chapter of the Halo book I read. Wow. That's why I think I'm wired to be really good at. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I didn't even know there were books. Thank you for educating me on that one. Yay. We have 4 orbs. Forbs. Yeah, I'm totally open to the idea of playing Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing actually has a whole Zodiac set in it. If anybody's played Animal Crossing, every month you have to find a night on your island or someone else's that they're having shooting stars. Oh, goodness, here he comes. And then you have to wish on stars. And then you might get the Zodiac furniture of that month. And you only have that month to get that Zodiac furniture. So that stressed me out. I think I got almost all of them. I think I missed 1 month, not for lack of trying, but because I didn't have enough shooting stars. Oh, and now we find out the reality. Link is a psychic medium. Who knew? I wasn't allowed to play video games, so I dove into fantasy books. Legit, nobody encouraged me towards video games because, you know, I was raised female. But when Sean left his Nintendo Game Boy home when he went to college, it was all over. Nobody ever stopped me either, to my parents and my family's credit. No, thank you. Okay. Oh, not you. It's daytime. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay. Pick up a rock. I think I will. Pick up. Because we know. Oh, it's not a Korok. Okay. I know I can throw stuff in here though. Like this is shenanigans. Nope. Okay. Whatever, I'll figure it out here. I'm gonna have to Google, how do I throw stuff in Legend of Zelda again? I forgot. Where did he want us to meet him? Was it at the tower again? It probably was. Okay, let's go back to the tower. We'll give it a shot. Because we know he's everywhere all at once. Yeah. Yes. Cooking secrets. Use more effective imparting ingredients. Effect imparting ingredients. Yes, we talked about that last time. It's basically magical correspondence in food, which is how that works. So, yeah, he's not here. Of course he's not here. But you know what? I want to test something. While I've got you, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it on these, but we'll see. Nope. Nope. Those are too sturdy. I'm just going to teleport somewhere else. Hang on a second. I should be able to find our thing. Place centered amid the 4 shrines. Old man told you that he'll be walking the place centered amid the 4 shrines. Okay. Well, if we go to our map and we look at 1, 2, 3, and 4, he's going to be at his little house. Okay. So I can just go back to this one and walk there. Cool. He's still not going to give me the shirt, though. I need a fish. Oh. What fantasy series did you like most, AJ? Anybody else, too? Like, what fantasy series did you guys grow up on? Whether it was TV, books, anything like that. Who's mad at me now? Go away! It is the daytime! Okay. And now we're gonna get these guys mad at us, but you know what? YOLO! And actually, you know, you live as many times as you want in this, so that's fine. No! I should try to bomb one of those things, but I'm preoccupied. These are nice trees. There's something up here. Eggs! We can cook with those. I would never really do that in life, unless I had to. Neopets! Yes, Jordan. Oh my gosh. I was committed to my Neopets. Plus they had really good mini games to play, which was also fantastic. Am I on the right track here? Yes, I am. Okay. Vampires don't wear polka dots. And Hank the cow dog. Oh! Those all sound amazing. Run into some more vocal blends over here. Hold R. Oh, someone looked up how we throw. Hold R and then press up on your D-pad. Cycle through your materials to choose the item you want to throw. Link is not holding the item. Simply press R to have him do so. So that's the wrong thing. But you're telling me if I do R. Nope. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. We figured it out. And honestly, what a great time to figure it out. Hang on a second. Don't get detected. Don't get detected. All right. And come at me, yo. Come on. Come on. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not a nice person. Thank you so much for your help. That's so good. I don't even have a switch, but I had to know. I appreciate you, because, yeah, I'm not in a position to be looking at it. Oh, not close enough. Oh, I knocked a tree down, though. Good to know. You broke my traveler's sword. Let's do... Yay. Thank you. Look at what a difference you made. I appreciate you so much. I see an apple. Just making sure if I have any opportunities for arrows like that. Where'd you go, my friend? Yes. In my original Zelda games when I used to play, I would run out of arrows all the time. And so now, as if by trauma, all right, yeah, we got B, honey. Whoops. Now I hoard them a lot. And you will see me with like 999 arrows and I'll still try not to use them because they'll go away and it's not fair. Let's see. Am I going the right direction? Yeah, I am. He's around here somewhere. We've been there before. But heaven forbid I actually remember where I'm going here. Is it up around this way? Yeah, that's the hut right there. I see you, dude. Alrighty. You're not sleeping, are you? Like, why would you be sleeping right now? Okay. Let's head down this way. I see birds. If you spot him, say something in the chat because this is where we're definitely supposed to meet. It's his house. And he's been here before, man. He literally gets around, and now when I'm looking for him. What is this? Oh, look, I can throw this too. Boom. Yes, we're pros now. If you're not going to be here, I'm going to wreck the stuff. Only the stuff that's already broken, don't worry. No, he's not sleeping. Well, that's silly. Honestly, I'm starting to wonder if he meant... Yeah, that's not exactly between them. Alright, alright. So, what do we think? Between the four, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. He's talking about this Shrine of Resurrection. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be? We're going to go back to where we first started. I'm going to wreck it. Yep. Flip for it. The monk guy. No, the old dude who just perished into a bunch of blue flames in front of our faces. I know who he is in the game. I don't want to spoil it yet. But, yeah. I was just being silly. I was using the wrong reference point. We're going to find him. I know where he is. I haven't played this game since 2016. So that's the fun fact here of like, I have beaten this game before, but there's so much to it that it's actually almost like playing the first time, which is really great. The replayability of a game. We love it. Okay. Let's back to where we met him in the first place. Old man, give me some lore drops. Because we do have a cutscene coming up. This, I recall. If he's here. And he's not... Dude! Now you're only in one place. Okay. I'm really confused now. Because that's in the middle. But maybe we're supposed to go to the Forest of Spirits. So we're just gonna kind of slide our way down here. Oop. Why are you climbing on that, buddy? It's okay. I wish I had the glider. My muscle memory remembers the glider, which is really funny. Because it keeps wanting to bust out the glider, and it's like, no, we don't have that yet. Acorn, huzzah. Are those enemies, or is that a cooking pot? That's a cooking pot. Nice. Alright, how am I doing on my... Yeah, this is basically where I thought I'd want to be. Let's... Whoop. Oh, no. Friend. Does he want us to go to the Temple of Time? Could he have just said the Temple of Time? Yes. But that's where the lore drops are, and that's where we're going to get our thing. So now I've got to go... Alright, well, sorry guys, I got a little turned around, but we're going to try the Temple of Time because it is story significant. And if it's significant to the story, that's where you should go. This is how I actually navigate my life too. Like, it has to be good for the story. What are we doing next? It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's actually worked really well for me. I recommend it. Heard Elder Scrolls people refer to sliding down or crazy jumping off of things. Skyrim my way there. You know what? I like that. Skyrim my way there. That works. Okay. Once more, we just really like this Shrine of Resurrection. It's a comfort spot for us, so we keep returning there. Because, you know, we have no memories and we're just looking for some comfort after all the trauma we've already experienced in this game so far. But it's okay. We're going to... Oh, you know what? We're going to hit that bombable wall on the way here. This is good. This is good. And hey, maybe we'll find some fish in this lake. Who knows? It's got to have... There's a reason we've done this multiple times. Like Mercury crossing back over its degrees. We shall find purpose in places we've already been. All right. Yes, you, sir. I believe if we... No, oh, thank goodness you landed in the water, because that would have been... Any fish in here? We can't spend too much time in here, because we will drown. And that's just a shadow. We can't actually stand on that. Unfortunate. And no fish! What a desolate plateau this is. Dynamite fishing and astrology. Woo! Yes. You don't actually... I don't know if we have to dynamite fish in this. I think you just swim out and you get them. But we will go over here and detonate that. Nice. This is what we've waited for. I hope it's something we can actually pick up. It is opal! Yes, you can come with us. You can sit with us. That was a very poor quote of a movie, but... Cool, 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 cool. Now if I go in here, I want to go in through the front door because that might give us the best angle for the potential cutscene. You in here, bro? Hey, look, it's glowing. That must mean something. Because we know how to do that now. On Wednesdays, we wear pink. You got it. Whoop, whoop. All right. I'm going to pray. Because whether he's here or not, I can get more. I think, what do you think, guys? This time, more hearts so we stay alive longer. And then maybe next time we'll do more stamina so we can climb stuff better. Climbing so far has been okay. You need 4 spirit orbs. I'm thinking heart container. But I'm open to ideas. Yeah, cool. We agree. Thank you. Thank you so much. Cool. I shall grant you the power you seek. Yay! We did it. Look how pretty that is. Heart containers, man. Nice. If I remember right, too, this was one of the first Zelda games to get like an actual orchestra instead of just synth music. The first one, I believe, oh, here he comes, was Skyward Sword, which was actually the Legend of Zelda, I think, 30th anniversary game that came out. It was also a very good one. Hey, get up here, quickly. You know, you don't even need that glider. You don't even need it. You've got blue flame stuff that clearly allows you to just be everywhere. But that's fine, because I've been here before, and there's a ladder. So I can use my resources and, you know, burn some extra calories, I guess. Strengthen the core. The leg muscles on this are what's really going to get it. He handles it well. Good job, Link. Okay, we're not going to fall through the roof. We're going to go over this way, because I'm sure he's in the bell tower. Nope, we're going to go over this way where we can actually get up. Hiya. Yep. Alright, who's ready for a cutscene? Poor Link. No, Link, you know, he's been sleeping for 100 years. He probably has a lot of pent-up energy. Oh, but you'll find that out now. So,
well done there, young one.
Not commenting
Now
about
then,
Link's glutes because
Time
I
has
am
come
mature.
to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramus Hyrule.
Bosphoramus.
I was the last leader of Hyrule,
Emphasis on the was.
kingdom which no longer exists.
Yeah. That's a bummer. My family comes from a kingdom that no longer exists. The music though.
The great calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, lo, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me.
If you hear the tippy
And
tappies,
since
that's
that
Zelda.
time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile.
Is this anybody's first time watching
So
this?
rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me.
Okay.
I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago.
Ruin it?
To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story.
I'll
from an
comment
age
on
long
it, but I don't
past.
think I can ruin
The
it.
Demon
It's
King
actually
was
really
born
nice.
into this
It's good.
kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to
We're
generation.
actually only just now getting more
form of
context on
legends
this
and fairy
actual
tales.
tapestry in Legend of Zelda
But
lore
there's also
with the latest
prophecy.
game that just came out last week. Yeah.
The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't
love
long
the
before we
emojis.
discovered several ancient relics made by
At
the
first, like, I
hands
know
of
that's
our distant
popcorn, but I thought it was like
ancestors.
a cloud raining purple. So
These
that's where my head
relics,
goes.
the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers
Yeah,
who fought
right?
autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight,
glad I'm not the only
chosen
one.
by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power, and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors'
Who
path.
could those have been?
We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay,
Nay.
Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining.
I mean, who could imagine a giant cloud beast that possesses things? Nay.
He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts, and turned them against us.
That must be such a
The
bummer.
champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight bravely collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope.
Right?
The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
I can imagine, AJ, like one word replies to things. There's so many tones you could use, but you have to get it in a syllable.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end.
Guess.
That knight was none other than you, Link.
Dun, 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 dun.
You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, You were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here.
4 chapters of backstory in 1 syllable.
You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle.
The guardians that I will freak out about.
To head directly
It's
to the
inevitable.
castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
That's where we get horses, though, too. Priorities, y'all. Oh, it's back. Okay. Paraglider. Yes. Yay. So much better. The isolated plateau. Not so isolated anymore. We should be able to safely fly off the cliffs. I think that's it. I told you everything I can. You must save Hyrule. No pressure. All good. It's fine. We're totally ready for this. Us and our 4 hearts and, you know, non-warming clothes. I just want to fish. I mean, there's still plenty for us to do here. Hang on. So it's going to be... we jump with that. Okay, so... woo! Look at us go. Yes! We can do anything now. Look at this. Now, we're still subject to our stamina wheels. So I have to be careful about that. But yeah. Does anybody have an opinion as to where they'd like us to go next? We've explored a lot of the plateau. Goodness knows. There's more that we can do up here, and eventually we'll have more stuff that'll help us find it. I think eventually we can learn how to like locate treasure and stuff like that. But the world is our oyster at this point. We can continue with the story, which will inevitably lead to distractions. So I don't think we have to worry about that too much. Yeah. So do you want to continue with the story, or do we want to? Is there anything you want to do on the plateau that we haven't seen yet? I am open and excited. I'm along for the ride. Follow your... Okay. All right. We will... Oh my goodness. We have to get to the next tower. That's what we have to do, because then we can open up the maps. So, we shall go to the next tower. Follow my heart. I will follow the heart pieces and do every shrine I see along the way to get them. All right. So we know Dueling Peaks is the general direction we want to go. And it looks like there's a tower over there. So that tower is where we will head first. Oh, there's a bunch of them too. Okay, so, you know, we'll just let the distractions guide us as we go. And if I find a fish, you know I'm coming back. Gonna get that shirt. We're gonna get more later, and actually like more appealing things later. But honestly, I just feel like I can't let that thing beat me. Okay, really quick. I need you to hop up there, buddy. I need to get a better angle. Okay, fine. We'll just go like this. Are you a shrine? No, you're a tower. Okay. And you're the Dueling Peaks. And you're the tower we want. So I'm going to... Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to... ping. Yeah. That's where we're going to go first. Cool? Cool. Oh, look. Something we haven't fought before. Let's use the hammer. Sounds fun. All right, here we go. Now I know in Genshin I could actually drop down and like attack him from up here, but oh, I could have if I would have aimed better. Oh, look, it did knock him down. Mine? Oh, buddy, no, poor you. Keep having a fit about it because that gave me an opening. Fantastic. More materials. Love to see it. Would you like to come over here? I know you're not going to take as much, so. I accidentally dropped a bomb. It's fine. No one saw that. We will follow this path. There are going to be more things in here, obviously. Anything that looks populated is a trap. So, oh, the feline overlord has demands. We acknowledge the demands of our little miniature overlords. Mine's not feline, it's canine. But she still has demands. And Jack, too. Jack has his things. Alrighty. Stuff in here? I mean, there's just stuff all over the place. And I remember there being, like, chests and stuff around here. And I think some of them may have, like, clothing items and... Don't climb that wall, friend. We don't need that. Okay. So we're gonna zigzag through here. Because that guy, is that a guardian? That is a guardian. Does he have an arrow on him? No. He's gonna be okay. But we're seeing now they have legs. And that's awful. They shouldn't do that. What am I taking? You say take. A wooden bow. Huzzah. I don't need the bow. I would like arrows. I'll always take some arrows. Search. We will need these eventually, so I know I'm like not missing a heap here. Look, we got amber again. That's fantastic. Alrighty. Anything I see? Why do I feel like... I know it's a Mario thing, but I feel like if I manage to climb this, will I get a Korok? I'm gonna... Let's see what happens. Can you get up that one initially? Okay. Save your stamina. Take your time. Climb up the thingy. We'll see. Uh-oh. It's not nighttime, is it? It's getting to be nighttime. Because I know we haven't had a blood moon yet. I don't think we're going to make it. Hiya! Nope, and I don't think... Oh, cool. Hey, no harm done. Probably some skin off of his fingers, but hey. Yeah, I don't think there was one up there. So I think that's okay. But I just know we haven't had a blood moon yet. And not that they're that terrifying. They just bring back everything you've already destroyed, which is a nuisance. But they also are an unskippable cutscene. So it's every blood moon. You got to sit there and wait through it. And talk about, to my voice acting enthusiasts out there, it does get frustrating. Yeah. Oh, somebody's in here. What are we looking at? Ooh, a blue bokoblin. How about a 6? If your buddy was using a 6. Creep in. Let's see. Oh no, he noticed me. Badly damaged already. Yeah. And you better have something good. Okay. You're worse than what I have, so I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, if there's a bokoblin in here, we got stuff. Goblin guts, believe it or not, will come in handy. We got money. That's the first money we've gotten? Oh, good lord. Link, we need to line your pockets, buddy. Okay. Well, we did that. And just to be thorough. Legend of Zelda is the game that initially taught me check everything. Because, like, if there is something, or if there could be something, likely there will be. Did I hear something mad at me? Okay, so that's... Oh, hi! You've got a big stick. No. I don't want your arm. Somebody's mad at me. I can hear the music still. Who else is there? Nobody? Okay. Horn? Yes, please. Alright, where's my dueling peaks here? I know that's going to have something for me to climb, and I'll be able to get a vantage point from up there, too. Okay. We are going to climb this thing, if we can. We should be able to. I don't see why not. I mean, it's a bit of an angle, but Link's got grip strength. Clearly, he scales walls that should not be scalable. Wait, out there is a shrine too, so I'm going to mark that because we're going to want that. Cool. Alright. And I'm actually, no. Climb up on that, friend, because that is going to save you some stamina. No? No? Yes. Yeah, cool. Now we can crawl up here, and we had like 4 feet of allotment, so you take what you can get, am I right? Amazing. Jordan, scales walls that aren't scalable? Is this a Capricorn goat reference? You know, I would believe it. I don't think we have like official astrology for Link. I don't think we have like an official birthday and stuff. But I would put some Capricorn in there. Like he literally does. See, isn't that great? Yeah, he literally does stuff that you shouldn't do, almost in spite of people sometimes. So, yes. Okay, we're going that direction. There's a bridge there. Nobody on the bridge. That seems dangerous. Okay, let us this way. For a character that was just recently resurrected, he's doing a good job. Yeah, I mean, he's had some food. He's eaten. That's a mushroom I don't think I have yet. Hang on. Yeah, a rush room. Who doesn't want to? Whoa, buddy. We got it. We just take the rush room. There we go. Awesome. Look, that was so graceful. And we found a shrine. Hey. Oh, cool. Well, also sounds like someone's mad at us. Do I care? No, I don't. You guys are just weird. And there we go. Like nothing. We've seen this before, so I'll just get us down into it. Her Majesty is marginally appeased. Woo! Hang on, I gotta get down the thing before they hit me. Climbing, music set up. Is that why how Capricorn rules the knees? So Capricorn is represented by a sea goat. That is the animal of Capricorn. And it's best known, it's an earth sign, but it's got cardinal energy to it. And so Earth, we're commonly aware of Earth, right? Like your 4 elements, they've got some archetypal attributes to them. Earth tends to be sturdy, reliable, grounded, those kinds of things. More into the resources, getting your fingers in the earth kind of stuff. And then for cardinal, though, this is a thing that's not as talked about as often. And so cardinal signs are the first signs of a season every time, right? So Capricorn kicks off winter in the northern hemisphere. Aries kicks off spring in the northern hemisphere. Hi, baby girl. Cancer kicks off summer in the northern hemisphere. Libra kicks off fall in the northern hemisphere. The opposite ones for the opposite places, right? So, so those are your cardinal signs. There are 2 more types. The 2 other types are fixed, and those are always going to be the signs in the middle of the season. So middle of your season, right? The middle of summer is Leo, middle of spring is Taurus, middle of autumn is Scorpio, and the middle of winter is Aquarius. And then you have the signs that help you transition from one season to another. Those are your mutable signs. Mutable signs include the end of winter, which is Pisces, the end of spring, which is Gemini, the end of fall, which is, the end of summer, which is Virgo, and the end of fall, which is Sagittarius. Those signs all have that commonness to them. And you'll notice those 4 signs, like all the mutables, are also each a different element. So we get into that kind of combination where with Capricorn, we have Earth in its cardinal form. And so that begins winter in the northern hemisphere, summer in the north and southern hemisphere. And with that, you get the earthy qualities in a cardinal form. It wants to get up and go. It wants to initiate. It wants things that are its idea. It wants to be valued for its ideas. It wants to build something. So you get a lot of people in the Capricorn variety that that are pretty well self-starters, but also very much of like, I'm doing my own thing as a self-starter. I'm going to do it my way. Maybe not as open to feedback. So those are some things that you can keep in mind when you're like, what does Cancer mean? Well, Cancer's a cardinal water sign. Put those 2 together and you've already gotten yourself on a really good start to sort of figure out the meaning of a sign. So yeah, for Capricorn, I would believe it. Link is very committed and does things his own way, has to pick up and do things to make sure that he can, accomplish his goals. There's a lot of initiative that has to be in there. See, I know, where is this going to come from? Because I know that is there. You see that guy? I'm going to have to get there. So I have to figure out, I can just go down from up there. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I could see Link having some Capricorn to him, to be perfectly honest with you. Yes, and AJ is listing our signs for reference. Thank you, AJ. I appreciate it so much. Hiya! We glide over here, and we could be done. We could be, but we're not, because that's over there. So, I'm going to, oh man, I don't know if we get if I go from, where's a high point that I can do? Can I climb that? No. Maybe we'll just go from up here. Yeah. Do we get some, nope. Okay, we're gonna have to find a high point to go down there. Let's see. Maybe if I just go off this corner here. I don't know. Can I go on top of you? Whoa, don't fall down it, Link. I may not always know the best way to get places, but I'll figure something out. Oh, yes! Oh, man. I was about to sweat there, but we got it. Very cool. Yeah. Just barely learning pre-101. So, honestly, this is good pre-101 stuff, right? This is the building blocks of the signs. And so it's going to be really helpful, and I think it's one of the gaps. I have my own mind, my own thoughts as to what we should be doing for curriculums in astrology, and I don't think any of the primary organizations right now really do what I would consider a really good curriculum that helps you feel solid in learning your astrology. For me, it would be incorporating several types of astrology building on to one another. So I would start with like the history of astrology, and then the foundations of astrology in a Hellenistic context, since we do have so many little pieces to build with that. And then once you have those foundational tools where you're like, I really understand this makes sense, those help you so much when you get into other branches of astrology. If you choose to go into something even like evolutionary astrology, knowing your fundamentals is going to be helpful. But right now, one of my thoughts with the way astrology is commonly taught, and I really think that our current transiting Saturn-Neptune conjunction is going to help us bring this together. In fact, I am starting the Hellenistic track for NCGR's course because they don't have one yet. And so we're going to have one now because I'm starting it. And so to me, like, we need to learn the fundamentals, just like you get Gen Ed in school, right? And then you move into your more refined stuff. I think our Gen Ed should be the fundamentals of astrology, which are useful in a Hellenistic context. That is not to say that Hellenistic is better than any other branch. It's just got those fundamentals built in and is really useful. You don't have to finish all of Hellenistic, but just knowing those fundamentals from Hellenistic astrology before continuing on is great. Yeah, NCGR is the organization I am on the board of. I'm probably going to be the vice president of it next year. So fun. And I'm starting their new surge. They call them Special Interest Research Groups. NCGR is the National Council of Geocosmic Research. And guys, I don't know how to explain to you that the sun is up. You don't have to be here. But, so in that, research is our primary thing. And you all know I love research. So I really like NCGR as a organization. Yeah, thank you. And so... yeah, kind of. We don't have a vice president right now, so I'm technically the vice president as clerk. But we are implementing new structures, which will include a vice president, and I will probably step into that role. Oh, this guy's going to be fun. Yeah, okay. I can't, sometimes these people are going to want to attack us. I don't know if this is one of those people yet, so I'm going to prepare for that. I'm going to need to be flexible here. We'll stick with the 10. And yeah. But yeah, makes sense. Tutor figured out I didn't have a chemistry problem, but an algebra problem. Can't read if you don't have the alphabet. Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what we're talking about here. Maybe I may be somewhat used to seeing bad omens by now, but that's just badder than most. That if that's not the 2025 mentality, don't panic. Sorry, who are you? Really getting tired of talking to myself, so you've come at a good time. Those strange things that popped up out of the ground. He's talking about the towers. Do you see them? Yes, I do. I'm not talking about the mushrooms here. I'm talking about those towers. They seem to have popped up all over the place. Yep, that was us. We did that. I would love to see the videos where you act out the planets with the symbols. Yeah, except they don't put the symbols in easy ways to get them, to just like type them out. So that's the pain of it. Yeah. Okay, so here's some background on the Guardians in here. But yeah, I think that would help, honestly. If I could find a way to make that really easy, I will. The skits are definitely an executive function for me. Like, I have to make sure that it fits within that. But I definitely, yeah. In my new Pop Stars course, I have flashcards for the symbols and a cheat sheet. But I think I should do just a video of the symbols, which I can do. Yeah, I can do that pretty easily. I'll show the cheat sheet off in a video and show you guys the symbols for all the things, including aspects, which is great. That's a Guardian, yeah. They get up, they move, they shoot you with lasers. It's not fun. And they one-shot you with lasers, too. It's really not fun. And you have to be really good at timing to smack it back at them, and I'm not. So, yeah, I will be careful. Thank you. Any Korok things down there at all? Are there any rocks? Because look, there's a rock here, and usually if there's a rock... No, I can't pick it up, okay. If there's a rock that you can pick up, usually it stands to reason that you can throw it into something and get a Korok. Oops, stand up, Link. Stand up more, Link. Jump up from there, maybe? Okay. What's going on down here? We have a camp, but do they have a chest? That's going to be rations and stuff. Can you clarify the Hellenistic group you're working on for NCGR? Is it a special interest research group or an educational course? So I'm doing both. The Surge group is going to be Annual Perfections, which is a timing technique based in Hellenistic astrology. We're going to go over some of the basics of understanding your chart, and I'm going to give some suggested reading. So it will cover some Hellenistic education. The Hellenistic track in NCGR, rude, is going to be sort of like monthly seminars. It's not as organized as I would like it to be very honest. But that's going to be monthly seminars. I'm going to lead some of them. Hopefully I'll get some of my friends in Hellenistic astrology to also teach, and you'll get a variety of teachers that way. We're also starting a mentorship program, and that's so that if you, like me, really benefit from having someone work with you a little bit more one-on-one rather than in a classroom chat. I nearly gave up astrology because of how that environment affected me when I was first learning. And I benefited a lot from having someone else just say, hey, here's some supplemental stuff to help you understand it to a point. And now I'm at the point where I can teach, and all because someone took the time to help me. So I am also bringing about the mentorship program for NCGR, which will be optional for everybody, and you'll get to pick your mentor, and it should be really nice and helpful. Yeah, so those are my projects with NCGR right now. Yeah, thank you, AJ, for bringing up the website. Yeah, I need to update that so badly. Yeah, it functions. Don't get me wrong, but it's probably not where it should be. If anybody's really good with websites, I will give you a free astrology reading if you'll help me with my website. Okay, so first things first, we're going to take out this guy up here. We've got about 4 minutes left. Question. Well, we'll take out this guy because he saw us. Nice. So we'll take out this place here, and then we'll wrap it up after this. And I will extend my amazing gratitude to you guys and how much I appreciate you. Okay, we got more here. Oh, he's just gonna, yeah, have that. You, though. Oh, jeepers. You can see the pain. Dude, ow. Get up, buddy. You keep breaking my stuff. You know, though, we're right next to a river, so we'll be able to get, yay, we did that. Not your shoulder. Speaking of shoulders, I had my last physical therapy today. Love that. Thank you for sharing more details. Mentorship would be a great idea for NCGR. Honestly, I agree, for so many reasons. Just because we're in a world where I said to Linda, who is the current president of NCGR, she is finishing her term at the end of the year. But I said to her, like, you know, no offense, but astrology is really attractive to a lot of neurodivergent people. And general, like, teaching techniques aren't always enough for someone whose mind works differently. So we need to make sure that they have people there who are encouraging, and making it feel like a supplementary thing is not going to be helpful. Oh my gosh, there are fish. Hang on. Come on, grab a fish. Just grab a fish. I will drown before I miss out on a fish. Come here, buddy. Oh no, we're swimming against the current now. Hang on. Okay, get ahead of the fish. Get ahead of the fish. Run alongside here. Ah! They're right there. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Stop going away from me. Yes! Okay. So that is what we will do for next time. We will make that shirt. So I'm going to put us right here so I remember. And next time we will make our warm shirt, because we're still going to need it. And then we'll be able to also eat it too. So because we're near death up there. So this is a good time to take a break. I appreciate all of you so very much. Let me make sure I get this saved so that I don't lose our progress for next week. System. Save. We did that. We did so much. I'm so proud of us. Thank you all. Please feel free to tell your friends about this. We can keep the conversation going. I am here for you. Ancient spreadsheets, charts, and patterns. What's not to love? I agree with you so wholeheartedly. Yeah, feel free to let me know what more you want to see in this platform. I'm here. I'm having a fantastic time. I want to be here for you guys too. So the more the merrier. And I will see you guys again next week. Same time, right here on Twitch. And I've got the live thing tomorrow. It's a free summit. Yeah, I know. Free summit tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time if you want to catch that. And then Friday, Emily and I will be doing our lives on YouTube and also here, whichever one you prefer. That'll be on both. That'll be the ink spill for the week. So we have plenty of opportunities to continue to hang out this week. This was so much fun. I appreciate you all. Have a fantastic night. You're the best.